Hi, welcome back to social science classes. Last previous classes we are discussing about the child labor. In that I was speaking with you regarding that the child adolescence labor prohibition and regulation act which has been enforced in the year of the 1986, but it has been amended once again in the year of the 2016. According to this law, no children below 14 years employed in any sector for any reason. Means here, before the age of the 14, no children should be employed in anywhere without for any reason. It says that article number of 14 which says, and which are who are working or who gave the work for them, under whom they are working, they have to pay the 50,000 of rupees fine and 2 years imprisonment imposed on violators. Any family cannot engage their children before 14 years in any household activities during school hours. During school hours, they should not be engaged any of the household activities. If they are engaged, parents or the head of the family is declared as offenders and impose the fine of rupees 10,000 on them. And as per the Adolescence Act of the Child Adolescence Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act of 1986 says that children between the age 15 to 18 are considered adolescent children, and these adolescent children should not be employed any dangerous employment if violated of the rupees 50,000 imposed on the violators. So you can see the pictures where are the children are working as a child labor. You can see in the ladies are whistling or cooking here in the hotel and repair shop and all. This act, which act means Child Adolescent Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act, has added two more sectors as a dangerous employment in the 29 sectors was identified according to the Industrial Act of 1948, that as a dangerous, but now it has been added two more. Totally we are having 31 sectors. For example, which are we can tell here: mining, one, and production of combustible products, iron and steel manufacturing sector, repair of motorcycle and vehicle, cement and rubber production, chemical manufacturing units can't be employed any children below the age of 18 years. If employed, it is punishable act. So what is the main reason for a child labor? One thing we can say, lack of social environment that honors to protect the child rights is the main reason for the child labor. So we can say as a lack of social environment. In child marriage, human trafficking of children, the greedy owners who strive less wage and more work. For example, we can tell as an example, the children were doing the very good and neat work can be done by the children, and huge work we can take, and the payment is very less. That is the greedy owners, that due to agricultural crisis resulting of the out of drought, and the reason leads to migration of families to urban centers. For example, we can see in our side the people who are migrating from the Raichur, Dharwad, and they are for the purpose of work to the Bangalore. That is the one more cases, and the end of work in hotels, firecrackers manufacturing units, and other dangerous sectors which fall under the unorganized sector. And failure of implement compulsory and universal education, that is the main thing. The implementation of compulsory and universal education, we are now failed in that, we can say, resulted in non-availability of education to all children. This has further increased the participation of children in labor. Right now we can see due to the corona also many of the people children are going for the work. This also one case. Right now there is no schools and all those things. The people are the parents are sending them for the work. This has the further include participation of children in labor, failure to implementation of Land Reforms Act, Minimum Wages Act properly has resulted in poor financial condition and families. What are the demerits of child labor? So I can tell here that the child labor affects the physical and psychological growth of children negatively. So physical and psychological growth. So what are the physical growth of children and psychologically growth of children? It will be go negatively. Children who have worked as a child labor, they are suffering from the ill health as adults. As the children engage labor at a tender age, they become one more thing, they are the illiterates, they become the illiterates. As a result, they miss their basic rights also. Child labor restricts the social and economic mobility of the families. Children become target of exploitation repeatedly in such families. This crisis lead to child marriage. Once again, we can tell human trafficking among children. As a result of risk of sexual exploitation becomes more for children, especially we can talk here about girls. Many of the children get infected with various diseases. Many more become physically deformed. Also, one of the major solution for the child labor solution for the problem of child labor is we can ensuring all the children below 18 years should be in school. That is the one thing we can take out, the thing that they should be in the school, that is 18 years, that we make compulsory. We can assure that the child labor we can avoid. A holistic approach and participation from all sections of the society is needed to ensure this situation. For this situation, it is not only with the government, it is with all of us. We have to make sure that we have to educate the parents. As a children, you have to educate of your neighbors and all those things. Ensuring gender equality always. We should not be, that is a male and female, we have the discrimination should not be, no discrimination, all are equal. Stopping migration of helpless families, that, and you can see in the Karnataka government they have opened tent school and all those things. While the migrated people were there, they can study. And Chinnarangala, Marali Bhashalage, these are the programs they have made. But implementation of the government has implemented the program, but who is taking this one? As a educated, we guys has to take care of this, and we have to make the people to understand, and we have to convey the message. And creating awareness of child marriage and human trafficking, this is a thing what we can do. Ensuring better implementation of child rights through the Grama Panchayat and all those things we can do. And as per the 2011 census, around 12.6 million children are still working as a child labor. Similarly, 215 million child labor are there in the worldwide. So this is about the child labor. I hope you have enjoyed the video session. Next class I will be back with you with the sexual violence against children. Thank you for watching video. Have a great day ahead.